No, I'm not copying PewDiePie. Long time no see, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are with the breakdown for the newest trailer for Granblue Fantasy Versus. Very excited for the game to come out, but we got this trailer. It's really nice. They revealed the newest character in the roster, which is Lowain, alongside his trusty steeds, which I think the names are Elsam and Tomoe, which are just two rascals that are, they form a little group together, so they're going to be assisting him in as gameplay like gimmicks in Granblue Fantasy Versus, which is interesting. So we're gonna be watching the actual trailer. We're gonna be breaking down everything that I have seen from the trailer, some things that I'm kind of have my thoughts on, and some things that we can speculate as to what we can expect from this game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the actual trailer. All right, here we are in the trailer right here in my little program where I can go frame by frame. So we first start off with the trailer. Let's go ahead and get this started. So start off with the first thing that they show off is, of course, gameplay from Gran and Catalina. Catalina being the main female character, and of course Gran being the main male character. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the two main front runners for this game, to be able to pick up the game and have them make it very, very simple in their game plans. So here we go. From what I've seen from the trailer, really, there's going to be, Gran is going to be the main Shoto of the game. So it's going to be the Ryu, the Scorpion, the Hyde, the Ragna, the Soul of this game. He seems like to be very straightforward. He has a fireball. He has specific, long range moves that he can whiff punish right there, and two other special moves that he can do. And I'm pretty sure he has an uppercut as well. It's not showcased in this trailer, but I'm pretty sure he has an uppercut. I can't remember though. So as soon as that fireball gets released, he goes ahead and goes for a just for some offense, going in for a button into his special move that knocks Catalina down. And this is another thing that I wanted to actually point out, is the Getup System for the game. So we can already see that the Getup System is going to be very similar to Guilty Gear, where there's only one or two different ways to be able to get up. You just get up in place, and that's it. There's no rolling like in BlazBlue. There's no teching backwards and forward just like in Baby Tag. It's going to be very straightforward, which I think is really nice, because you are able to at least pressure your opponents in a way that can be pretty satisfactory. So we'll see as more footage comes out. But for the most part, as the state of the game right now, it seems like there's only just a couple, maybe only one get up option from the ground. Maybe there is a get up attack, who knows, similar to Dead or Alive, but we'll see in the future. So, and there's a little hint of that, or a little theory of that later on in the trailer that I'll point out. So anyways, as soon as she gets up, we actually get to see what we're going to be seeing from Catalina, really. She's going to be similar to Mitsuru. She's going to be a poke-heavy character that can close the gap with her lunge, and her lunge, if spaced correctly, can be unpunishable and also be kind of a harassment tool. So I already expect Catalina to be very, very strong because of this. So, and we'll see how her normals kind of end up being like. But for the most part, Gran whiffs a button right here, which is the button that he did earlier. But earlier it did hit, but this time it whiffs. It doesn't hit anything, and it has a ton of recovery. Now, I don't know. This is interesting. I don't know if this button hits in front and behind. That would be hilarious if it hits both sides. But for the most part, Gran is whiff the button. Catalina recognizes this and whiff punishes with, I don't know if that's a special move or if that is a regular button. I'm assuming that it's a special move because she didn't cancel it into anything. So we'll see what this button really is. But for the most part, the most important aspect of this sequence right here is that whiff punishing in this game is going to be very easy. So if you whiff long range normals, it's going to be very simple to whiff punish, which puts more emphasis on the ground game and really capitalizes on just, if you see a move whiff, you should punish with your own move, and that's how you get, like, that oomph, that satisfaction out of a fighting game. Whiff punishing, which is really, really awesome. I really like whiff punishing. It reminds me a lot of Koihime and Blade Strangers and Under Nights and Street Fighter in a way. So that's that. And the next sequence we got here is, of course, Super Jump. We can see that Catalina has a run, but there is indication that there's going to be dashes, so we'll get into that in a little bit. But for the most part, Gran does a super jump there, and I'm pretty sure that's a super jump and not a regular jump, because man, that goes really high up, and seeing how he takes off, or the animation for the takeoff, is very, very super jumpy, if I should say. All right, so at this point, this is another great indicator that is going to be a very ground heavy game. As soon as we get in there, Gran does a light move, and then as soon as that light move gets stuck, whiffs, Catalina punishes with her own crouching normal, which it seems to be very, very active and have some pretty decent amount of range. So after that, she whiff punishes accordingly by doing a normal move into a special move, giving her the knockdown, which is great. And that whole sequence there, kind of, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to be in the embodiment of this game, focusing on the ground game. So gets the knockdown, Gran gets up right here, and this is another, indicator of, it's going to be just a simple get up neutrally, just in place, get up in place, but the animation is going to differ from character to character. And of course, Catalina charges up her lunge and closes the gap. And this is another thing that interested me quite a bit, is that when Gran blocks this specific one, you see how he glows white, indicating there might be insta blocks in this game where they reward perfect defense. They reward you by exactly just perfectly blocking this lunge attack. They might give you more meter, they might give you more frame advantage, they might give you more reward to be able to execute an insta block. So there might be insta blocks in this game. So let's go backwards and actually see the previous lunge that we saw earlier. This one right here, where that time he doesn't flash white at all. As you see, it's the same blocking animation, but he doesn't flash white, which indicates it's just a regular blocking animation. But if we go forward, sorry, this takes a little bit here. If we go forward here, we're about to enter the sequence here. Bam. You see he flashes white there, which indicates that this could possibly be an insta block, which is kind of cool that they're incorporating that into a simplistic fighting game here. So that means there's going to be some mechanics that will reward you for mastering them. As soon as the lunge gets blocked, that's when Gran runs up, and of course Catalina wasn't blocking. It's not because he punished her, but anyways, he runs up to her, does a normal move into his fireball, and tries to continue the pressure, but whiffs, and Catalina runs up, and here's another indicator that is going to be low moves, so it's going to be a lot of pressure between low and mids and such, similar to Street Fighter or even Under Night, to be honest. After that's when we get a move where here I can theorize here. This move right here is very interesting. I'm not sure if this is a universal move or if this is a close proximity button. So if there is close proximity buttons in this game, that would be interesting. I would not expect them to have that. However, if they do, if you guys don't know what a close proximity button is that you can press a button and a different move will come out depending on which range you are at, how close you are to the character, to your opponent, I mean. So if Catalina is closer to Gran, that means she does this button. If she's not closer to Gran, a completely different button could come out instead. So for the most part, there might be some close proximity buttons, but then again, that's just a far-fetched theory. I don't know. It's just because I did not see that button anytime during this trailer, or in the previous trailer where there's gameplay with Catalina. I just assumed that there's going to be close proximity buttons, but who knows? I could be completely wrong, and I really hope they don't have close proximity buttons because I don't like those, in my opinion. But for the most part, there might be in the game. So there's that. Then Catalina goes into an uppercut move, which gives him the knockdown. And this is the last thing that we get from this sequence right here. The get up. Gran gets up, and he gets up differently from what he got up before. Before he got up while he was facing up. Now he's facing the ground. And he gets up, does a different animation. But he does a low sweep move, which I'm guessing, I don't know if that's going to be an actual sweep move, if he just put the get up and then the low sweep, or if that is a get up attack. I'm pretty sure he just got up and just did a sweep, but for the most part, it would be interesting if there was get-up attacks in this game. And then Catalina tried to do another lunge, as you see from this frame right here. She tries to go into the next special move. So yeah, that's the whole sequence with Gran and Catalina. A lot of interesting things that we can theorize from that little portion. For the most part, we kind of confirmed that this is definitely going to be a very ground-heavy game, slower paced compared to Dragon Ball and others, but for the most part, still very fun. There's the next character. Here is Lowain. Here is the breakdown for this character, and I kind of got a few things from watching his gameplay here. For the most part, he is a, what are those called again? Butterfly knife user. So he's similar to Hazama in that aspect, because Hazama has the same weapons, 2 of them, in fact, but he doesn't have it, you know, on him constantly. Hazama only uses it when he has to. So for the most part, this is Lowain here. And Lowain already showing off some of his EX moves. So this is an EX move right here. They glow yellow, and it's basically an enhanced version of your special attack that could possibly could continue the combo. So anyways, after that, that's when Gran blocks there, just regular blocking, and then after that he goes for a close special move, close normal move, I mean. And I'm not sure if this is going to be similar to Yosuke's in 5A and BB Tag, which is just, you know, just swiping upwards with his butterfly knives or with his knives, or if this is also a close proximity button. Who knows? I don't know if this is going to be a close proximity button, but it sure looks like it. All right, and the next sequence we get here is, I think this guy's name is Richer. So, or Richard, or I call him Richard, but I think it's Richer, or Riker. I don't really know what you want to call him. But for the most part, we see some animations from this guy running away, which is pretty hilarious. He's going to be a goofball. He's going to be a joke character, which he reminds me a lot of Yosuke. I'll say that right now. It's like a furry, older Yosuke. So, who knows, though. Next sequence we have here is, of course, a sequence where there is a tank version of Catalina, which is our items. It's like a little item. And I'm not sure that if this is like a universal thing or if this is for this character. My guess is on, and my chips are all on, it's just particular to this character, which will be hilarious. As you see, freaking animations are hilarious. Blasting her in the face. And then this is another like interesting gimmick with this character, which is, of course, an items gimmick. So he might actually have an items gimmick. So depending on what you get, Nanya Deru Kana, they might give you different buffs. So as you see, you get ham, you get a salad, or a corn on the cob. So as you see here, from the first one, you see him glowing green, which indicates that he actually recovers health. The second one he pulls out is the salad. And the salad, I'm not sure if it's going to be like, you will always get like ham, salad, ham, salad, ham, salad. According to what I'm about to say next, which is, you see the green glow? I'm guessing that's going to be either a, let's see, that's going to be a meter buff. So depending on which item you get, you might get a health buff, which is the green right there, or you might get a meter buff, which is, or I'm sorry, a meter gain, which is the yellow glow that he gets. And then, of course, the last one that they show off is the corn on the cob, and that's a green glow, which is health. So like I said, I don't know if it's going to be exactly like health meter items every time, or if it's randomized. Who knows? And who knows, maybe he might have more buffs. Maybe there's an attack one, maybe there's a defense one, so on and so forth. This right here, I can only assume that this is a command grab, as you see from, or his regular grab, where he calls out his chums, and they chuck you up in the air, huzzah, and throw you over. This is another special move that he has where he lunges at you. It goes right through you, and his lackeys come in and sit on you, which is hilarious. Like I said, a joke character, which I'm at first I'm not super interested, but you know, he's pretty funny. He's pretty funny. I might play him for sure. This is another EX move, which is this I find extremely cheap. This could be used for Oki situations, and if he has a normal version of this move that sends out one of the lackeys, then man, that would be really good for wake-up situations. But anyways, he calls out the lackeys, but he's able to freely move. As you see, this is his neutral stand. So his neutral stance, so he's able to move around. But for the most part, his lackeys come out. One goes below and one goes above. And I'm not sure if one's a low and one's an overhead. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But that would be hilarious if this game for some reason set up some hard to blockables. So anyways, his 2 lackeys come in. 1, 2, bam. I'm pretty sure you can combo off of that afterwards, of course, which is hilarious. And this is one of the most interesting things that I've seen in the trailer, which is, of course, his freaking super stance, which he calls his 2 lackeys. He gets on top and he gains armor when he's on the lackeys. So there's really no other way to stop this guy other than to just block, or maybe even hit him with projectiles and then just back off. But for the most part, he gets on top. He takes some hits of armor, as seen here from when he chucks his fireball. Bam! The red right there indicates that he did take some damage, but he doesn't give a damn. So they go through and they start attacking Gran here, going for a low. My goodness. This is hilarious. And of course, that's a counter hit sweep, I'm pretty sure, which you're able to combo off of. And there's the flares. It's just funny, man. It's just hilarious to me. So anyways, there's that. And then here is the most interesting aspect of this trailer, because I have 2 different theories for it. That's, of course, getting the summon. This is Yggdrasil, which is one of the summons that you get in Granblue. If you guys don't know, Granblue, you are able to summon a big deity, or this spirit, or this summon bait, or this goddess that you can basically wipe out the entire field in the original game. However, in this game, they seem to incorporate it either one of 2 ways. Either this is special to this character, and you are able to... I hear that Yggdrasil and Lowain have connections to each other lore-wise, so this might be special to only Lowain, which is interesting. But for the most part, this might be like a revenge thing, an ultra move per se. So this is interesting nonetheless, to summon out Yggdrasil like this, and then all of them gang up on you. Well, for the most part, Yggdrasil is the one that you get to play, and she has armor. She's ginormous. It reminds me of Tatsunoko versus Capcom here, and I'm pretty sure this is after the actual animation starts up. The camera zooms out, so which leads me to believe that this is special to Lowain, or everybody's gonna have a summon, and everybody could summon a goddess or a god, depending on who you pick. It's I really hope that's not the case. I hope this is something that is universally known throughout the system, where you can pick spirits, of course, and then use them anytime during the match, but you can only use them once. But I hope this is an option to turn off if that is the case. If that's not the case, then Lowain, this is special to only Lowain. That would be crazy. That would be kind of cheap. Unless Lowain and Yggdrasil share a life bar. Then maybe you can kill Yggdrasil. Who knows? We'll see as more time goes on and more footage comes out. But for the most part, it seems like this character has super armor, has a bunch of cheap different special moves, a fireball, you can zone out with that, and some crazy special moves like a full screen lightning blast with an orb that explodes. Jeez-o-loo. And then at the end there, I'm pretty sure this is the ending of the animation. So as soon as the install for Yggdrasil wears out, they all gang up, they're just all there, holds her in the hand, and that's that. So yeah, Yggdrasil is definitely one of the most interesting aspects of this trailer, because it leaves to wonder if this is going to be universal or if it's going to be specific to Lowain. So with that being said, and this is the outro for the character Lowain, so all 3 of them gang together and just celebrate their victory, I'm guessing. So yeah, and that's pretty much the entirety of the trailer, Granblue Fantasy Versus. For the most part, that is all that I got. I tried to look for other things that would be interesting or could indicate some things out of the main game, but for the most part, the only thing that really set this trailer apart from the other one is, of course, the fact that there's a possibility that there might be a summon system in Granblue Fantasy Versus. Possibility. We don't know yet until we get some more information, like an article or an interview, maybe even more footage of the game, that will confirm it for sure. For the most part, Lowain seems interesting. I definitely would like to try him out. Seems like this character is going to be very gimmicky, very very jokey, and very funny. So for the most part, we'll see what happens in the future. But we did confirm a few things, like it being a slower paced game, it being a ground heavy game, neutral heavy, footsie heavy, and then of course you're gonna have your gimmicks and such as Lowain. So for the most part, that's all we got for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this breakdown. If you guys saw anything that I didn't see, I try to find the most as I can. Let me know in the comment section down below or on Twitter. So let me know then, and of course subscribe to the channel for more Granblue Fantasy Versus gameplay, or just news and videos and such for this game, because I really am excited for this game. I'll be reading up more and more about this game, the original game, and try and read up on my lore and my characters. So for the most part, that is going to be it for today. Like the video if you guys did. Let me know who you want to see in this game in future trailers. I'm hoping for, man, what is her name? Narmaya. I think Narmaya. It's the butterfly waifu with the sword. So that's my pick. So that's food for thought for you guys. Anyways, take it easy everybody. Hopefully you guys have a great day. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.